C.S. Lewis, Mere Christianity. Embark on a thought-provoking exploration of universal moral values and the existence of a higher power in this summary of Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. Delve into the human nature of quarreling, the consistent moral values across cultures and history, and the implications of these moral values on the debate between materialism and spirituality. The summary will also challenge you with Lewis's trilemma about Jesus' divinity and provide insights on Christian virtues and the relationship between evolution and Christianity.
The moral law of nature. Every human being has an inherent understanding of the universal moral law, which guides their behavior. Our love for quarreling is a testament to the fact that our disputes arise from a perceived violation of this moral law, such as fairness or honesty. Even when individuals break moral standards, they still intuitively feel that they have acted in the wrong. This moral law of nature differs from the laws of physics but should be thought of as a universal standard for ethical and decent behavior. Universal moral law. The author believes in a universal moral law that all humans share, but cultural relativists disagree. They argue that standards of behavior are learned from society and vary across cultures. However, the fact that we have to learn moral values doesn't mean they're not true and consistent across different times and cultures. Historical examples of seemingly different moral systems are often just immoral behaviors. Instead, the values of different cultures have more in common than they differ. By looking at history and anthropology, we can see that the moral law is not an arbitrary human invention, but a timeless, real thing. The moral law and the existence of theism. The existence of moral law is a strong indication of the existence of a higher being or consciousness that created the universe. Unlike science, introspection is the method of identifying the reasons that govern our actions. Our realization is that this reason is a powerful, uniform force we know as the moral law. Materialism, which believes the universe is a chance product of matter, has no explanation for the moral law. Therefore, it is difficult to imagine how this opaque world can be interested in humans. Nonetheless, the existence of moral law finds a home in theism and suggests its presence. In summary, the presence of the moral law indicates a probability of divine existence, especially against the backdrop of materialist perspective. Lewis' trilemma argument. The author presents a convincing argument in the form of a trilemma regarding Jesus' claim of divinity. It outlines the three options, including that he was a liar, delusional, or truly divine. Based on his life, character, and teachings, the most likely option is that he was divine. In his book, the author presents a compelling argument based on a trilemma about Jesus' claim of being divine. The trilemma focuses on the three possibilities regarding his claim: he was telling the truth, consciously lying, or delusional. The author argues that the most likely option is that he was divine. Although some may argue that he was just a moral teacher, the author rejects this option as it would mean he was either lying or delusional, which is not morally acceptable. Based on his modest life and his teachings, it is impossible to imagine that Jesus was simply manipulating people for personal gains. Similarly, in every other aspect of his life, he exhibits great sense and intelligence. There's no indication that he was not in his right state of mind, making it difficult to believe that he was delusional only in this specific area. Therefore, it is most likely that Jesus was divine. This conclusion is based on the life he led, his teachings, and his character. His virtues of humility and honesty do not align with someone who is incredibly arrogant and proud to claim to be divine when he is not. The author's reasoning and logic are compelling and provide a new perspective on the debate around Jesus' divinity. Overall, the author's argument is well structured, easy to follow, and provides insight into a complex topic. The trilemma approach offers an interesting way to analyze the claim of divinity and contributes to the ongoing discussion of Christianity. Understanding the Christian concept of evil. This summary explores the Christian perspective on the problem of evil. The author presents the idea that evil in the world stems from human free will, which corrupts the goodness that already existed. The key message is that evil is always a secondary and parasitic force on the good. The author argues that true freedom requires the possibility of making immoral choices, even though this means that some people will inevitably make the wrong choices. Christian morality, beyond following rules. Christian morality is often misunderstood as solely focused on following rules, but the key message lies in the inward character and intention of the individual. Outward moral behavior is not enough, as genuine morality means being moral. The rules and dictates of Christianity serve as a framework to guide us in the right direction, but the true purpose of Christian morality lies in the radical transformation of our very person. Self-improvement is crucial to Christianity as it's about improving the innate self, or soul, by filling it with love and goodness. Being moral ultimately helps us to grow into more mature and fulfilled people. The work we put into improving our soul here on earth is essential preparation for the next life. To enter heaven means making our souls heavenly here on earth. The pursuit of moral ideals. The pursuit of moral ideals leads to a fulfilling life, while material desires only bring temporary satisfaction. This is the message conveyed in the classic book on Christianity. The book emphasizes the importance of recognizing the base and material desires as inherent to humans, but also recognizing the spiritual and moral way of life. The key idea is that Christianity provides a path to transcend selfishness and achieve a higher state of being by emulating the virtues of Christ. Christians believe that Christ is the perfect exemplar of virtue, and by following his teachings, they can approximate divine virtue. The book emphasizes that living the Christian life begins with recognizing the inadequacy of the material existence and striving for virtuousness. The book highlights the importance of embodying the cardinal virtues, prudence, temperance, justice, and fortitude to achieve a fulfilling life. The book concludes by emphasizing that worshiping Christ and striving for a virtuous life are one and the same thing. The power of virtue. This book's summary explores how practicing Christian virtues of hope, faith, and charity can help us achieve spiritual perfection and improve our lives on earth. Living a virtuous life can have a profound impact on our souls, but how do Christian virtues benefit us? The book's summary delves into this question by examining the three principal virtues of Christianity: hope, faith, and charity. Hope is the first virtue discussed, and it refers to our ability to look forward to the eternal joy that awaits us beyond this earthly life. Although non-believers argue that Christian hope is nothing but a form of escapism, the author contends that those who look forward to the future tend to live their lives on earth with the greatest zeal and resilience. In contrast, those who lack hope often succumb to their struggles and hardships. Faith is the next virtue examined, and it involves our ability to remain steadfast in our belief of Christian doctrine. While some view faith as blind belief, the author argues that it is a complement to reason, allowing us to sustain our beliefs through the ups and downs of life. Those who lack faith often experience doubt and weak convictions. Lastly, charity is explored as a virtue that requires us to respect and support others, even those we may not necessarily like. By acting with love and kindness towards others, we can eventually cultivate genuine feelings of goodwill and love within ourselves. This secret reward of charity is essential for filling our souls with purpose and contentment. In conclusion, the book's summary highlights the importance of virtue in achieving spiritual perfection and improving our lives on earth. By practicing hope, faith, and charity, we can transcend our material existence and embrace a more fulfilling existence. The compatibility of Christianity and evolution. The theory of evolution by natural selection was met with resistance from the Christian community. However, the idea that Christianity and evolution are incompatible is a misconception. In fact, the Christian religion represents an advantageous evolutionary step in the history of mankind. Just as physiological traits that aid in survival are passed down through generations, the values espoused by Christianity, such as upholding the moral law and unconditional community support, have practical value and aid in survival and flourishing. The key message is that Christianity and evolution complement each other.
And Religion and Mere Christianity. C.S. Lewis presents compelling arguments for the existence of a universal moral law felt by all humans as part of their nature, transcending cultural and historical differences. This moral law serves as evidence for spirituality, suggesting the existence of a higher power or consciousness that cares about humanity. Delving deeper, Lewis explores Jesus' divinity, the problem of evil, the importance of virtues, and the connection between Christianity and evolution. By examining these aspects, the book affirms the significance of both human actions and beliefs, evoking readers' introspection and challenging them to reconsider their own ideas about spirituality, the universe, morality, and personal growth.